What's poppin', best boys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing a Champions League semi-final predictions. Let's and we're gonna do the semi-final predictions. And the first semi-final is Arsenal versus PSG. Well, Arsenal knocked out Aston Villa in the first leg. They smashed Aston Villa 3-1 with Kvaratskhelia on top in that game. He is a great player. Nuno Mendes scoring last minute as well. In the second leg, Aston Villa, well, they were 2-0 down to 3-2. It was a great game to watch, but it wasn't enough. PSG knocked them out. Well, I think PSG have the potential to win the Champions League and go to the final. But Arsenal knocking out the best team in the world. Well, 15 Champions League they've won. Real Madrid, second leg, beat them. First leg, beat them. Well, Real Madrid, I don't think in the first leg they were great at all. They didn't turn up a good side. And Rice with some great free kicks. Bent it like Roberto Carlos. Bent it like Beckham. Roberto Carlos was even in the crowd. But in the second leg, it was Real Madrid still weren't working hard and they still lost. Same as the first leg. And Arsenal are going to the semi-finals to play PSG. Arsenal have the potential to win it, but they're missing Thomas Partey. He got suspended after a yellow card against Real Madrid. Well, they can miss him because Rice and Partey joining up together in that midfield has been brilliant for Arsenal, and they miss him in the semi-final. But everyone's been saying Arsenal knocked him out. And Arsenal have the potential to beat them, but PSG have the way better potential. I think PSG are going to win in the first leg at the Emirates. Actually, I think it'll be Arsenal will win in the first leg. I think Arsenal win in the first leg 2-1. And in the first leg, who will score? I'm going with Marino. Well, people haven't been talking about him, but he's been a great player for Arsenal, getting some goals in and 2 assists against Real Madrid. But I think Marino will score and Trossard, because Trossard's been scoring lately as well. And then for PSG, I think it will be Dembele. Well, that front three, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia and Barcola has been really good. I think Arsenal win the first leg. And then in the second leg, I think PSG at their home ground will turn up with a 2-0 win and knock PSG out 3-2 on aggregate and go to the final. And who will score will be, I think it will be Vitinha and Marquinhos on his head from a corner. Slab head. And Arsenal will get knocked out, I think. Everyone's been saying Arsenal will reach the final and might win it. But I don't think that. PSG, I think they'll win, definitely. And then the second semi-final is Barca versus Inter Milan. Well, Dortmund in the second leg beat Barca 3-1. It was a shocker to see. I thought Barca would beat them in the second leg as well, like they did in the first leg. Smashed them in the first leg. I think it was 5-0 if I'm right. Let me know in the comments if it was 5-0. Well, Dortmund turned in the second leg to a better team. A team that Barca weren't expecting. Barca came in the second leg like we're going to win this. We might as well sit at the back. But they weren't expecting it. 3-1, Guirassy with a hat-trick. But it wasn't enough. And Barca, on aggregate, was either, I think it was 5-3, 5-3 or 6-3. But Barca still won. And that trio, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. I have seen something like it, but it's just fabulous. PSG's front three, Barca's front three. One of them teams is gonna win the Champions League, I think, and that front three has been brilliant in the Champions League for PSG and Barca. But Barca playing Inter Milan, who knocked out Bayern Munich. It was a good game, actually. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich, knocking out Vincent Kompany's side. In the second leg, they relied on Kane to score the goals, but it wasn't enough goals for Kane. Scored one, but it wasn't enough. 2-2 in the second leg, I think. In the first leg, it was 2-1 Inter. I can't really remember. Let me know in the comments, guys. Well, I think Barca are gonna beat Inter Milan in the first leg. And I think the score will be just 1-0 to Barcelona. And I think it will be Lewandowski who will score. But Lautaro Martinez, he's been scoring some goals. Inter have been relying on him to score the goals up top. And he has been. And in the second leg, I think it'll be 1-1. Lautaro Martinez will score. But I think Barca will score as well, and it'll be 2-1 in aggregate. And for Barca, I think it'll be Rafinha with a goal, because one of them will definitely score in the second leg or first leg, because they've been brilliant, like I said. And then I think it'll be PSG and Barca in the final. If this happens, and I hope it does, this will be a great game to watch. It's Dembele, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia versus Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. Well, I'm going to do my final predictions as well right now. I think this will be a very close game. Ooh, this is actually hard. Barca or PSG for my predictions. I'm going to go with Barca actually on this one. I think Rafinha will score in the 33rd minute if this happens. I don't know why I'm saying the minute who scored, but let's just predict 33rd minute, Rafinha, and I think Barca will lift the Champions League. Both teams have been brilliant. Potential to win it is really high. Their potential is really high. Both teams, and one of them, I think, is going to win it. And I think it will be Barca 1-0 in the Champions League final. And they will be lifting that trophy. That'll be my Champions League predictions. At least Real Madrid don't win it this time. And see you in this video. Peace.